A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Junior on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Oh, we've got a collision in the backfield, Brock. That football's out. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. You know how precious this ball is in this game? Take care of it. That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Now it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They're going for it. Young. He finds him beyond the marker. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that gives Carolina the first.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They have another first and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Young looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
2 yards on the play.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Now Young. Tremble with the grab. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for General McMillan that time. So they're left facing a 4th down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 2nd down, Penix. Chased out to his right. His first throw is an interception. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Pass caught along the sideline by McMillan. They get him close to 7 before the defense can drive him out. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when I just esteemed Statman Dan Sliss the number? Surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have a 100-yard receiver, but those are what the numbers tell you the last decade. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the double.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 4-yard line.
Changing up the call. On play action, here's Young. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hold this one away. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Now they send their back in motion right. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And in. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, a 4-yard score. Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's a design run. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
6. Falcons, nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. He'll take this at the 10. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To the air with Penix. And that is how our first quarter will end, as that pass falls incomplete. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll be set up with third and only one. Here's Penix. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Giving about 23 on that play. And it's going to be first down Falcons.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Throwing Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. First call here coming from the shotgun. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Carolina.
Kate, it might go overlooked with how long this guy's been around and making plays and doing things, but that's actually his first career touchdown. How cool is that?
Gives it to his fullback on his own read. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Falcons, nothing.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Penix on second down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Well, you know this firsthand, partner. You get hit making a throw, you know this is a possibility. And that crowd cheer then confirmed it for him as he got off the ground, picked off, and in this case, taken back for 6 as well.
Yeah, I hated that sound.
I know.
Not only are the pads crunching me, but that crowd telling you it is going the other way. That's what you got to do to these quarterbacks in this league. You got to hit them, you got to harass them, and mistakes will follow.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing on second down, Penix. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Very thankful that INT was dropped as they come to the line here, third and short. Penix looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Fourth down, Penix. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. Maybe the offense out there pays off with a nice gain there on fourth down. It is now first down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a...
Oh no, they get him yet again! Lathan Ransom has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up third down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Third and long for him here. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around fourth down. So on now comes the former All-State soccer player from Fayetteville. About 20 miles away, it's Sam Martin to punt. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Number 28.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So second and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Second and 6 coming up here. They're going play fake with Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Penix. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Young to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's Young. Hubbard hauls it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw. Here's Young. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Young throwing here. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw here, third down. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down. Going for it, Young. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Penix now. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's second down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Second down coming from Penix. taking a shot deep here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Here's Young to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Now Young. Under pressure, and it gets to him. Brought down near the 8. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is second and quite a bit after that sack. After the sack, Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They get the big play just before half. 30 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Young looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out.
He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Jalen Phillips. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
30-yard line.
They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a well-timed hit knocks it out. And quickly coming out of the locker room now, partner. This defense is forced to fourth down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it, not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Trying for it with Penix. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
To the air with Penix. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. And it's Nick Scourton. His first this season after he had 5 last year.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
And they pick him off again! Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ballgame.
And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the pistol, it's Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing here on second down, Young. On the move, hit it right. Now he takes it. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Panther first down.
They'll work against the blitz. To the outside, catches being by McMillan. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to it. And that gives Carolina the first.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, Young. Dumps it underneath, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second down coming from Young. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And the day 3 pick gets his first career sack.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Third and long for him here. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever 22.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
4th down, Young. Look at that power, deep left side. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. It's Mixon on second down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Pushing the tight end over. Looking to throw, Young. And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
To the air on third and long. Oh, they got to him and they take him down. He did get the throw away, so no sack at least. He'll still be fourth down coming up. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's third down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Fourth down, Young throwing. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down. Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here's Young, second down. He brings it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Here's Young to the line now. His guys going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. And I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
That is once again incomplete. Some consecutive incompletions and now push them to 4th down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because it's been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. What a play call on 4th down. They're staying out there. Give them 12 as they extend this drive.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
This is all the way to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 40.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. In the red zone now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Bijan Robinson.
Working quickly here.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Penix on 2nd down. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they pick him off again. And the Panthers will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. Oh, nearly gave it right back to him, but that one dropped. Very fortunate to still have a chance to now capitalize on that turnover. It's 2nd down. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. All right, short of the markers for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Young to throw here on 3rd. Connection made to Tremble. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Counter play, Hubbard. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And up out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back's come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Young throwing here. Sends this to the end zone. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, if this were a race game, you'd have already lapped him a few times by this point. The checkered flag would be a formality. I don't know why you got to keep throwing it down the field like this.
This will be the final play of the game. Putting a receiver in motion. On second down, Young. Going deep here for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, we all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around.